Merry Christmas everybody, and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on rFactor 2, and we're here for the one and only Corvette C8R, and I just can't express my feelings about having this car finally on the scene, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy to have this car on rFactor 2, and look at it, it's just a beautiful, beautiful car. So this car is actually part of the Endurance Spark 2 that was just released by Studio 397, and actually includes this car, a Lesia LMP2 car, brand new LMP2 car pretty much, and a Cadillac DPI if I'm not mistaken, which is another endurance sort of like LMP style car. And yeah, I'm just can't wait to try this car out. Obviously this video is based on this car and only. I'm probably gonna make a video on the LMP2 car, but I'm not really sure about it just about yet. But for this one, we're doing a race around Sebring, American track, American car, and yeah, it's just a great combination. Let's get into it. So here on the grid, a 39 car grid, actually 40 car grid, and I'm starting from 29th position. And away we go. What's into turn number 1? We tend to have a, obviously the AI tends to go very slowly. But yeah, I'm back on rFactor 2, driving after my fairly bad return to league racing. But you know, we're back, and we're just getting ready for my second league race, which has nothing to do with GT. It has to do with endurance though. As, we're driving LMP2 cars, and I just can't wait to just get back into league racing for January and just give them our best shot as always, you know. As for now, as you can see there, just started the race around Sebring, and it's probably an amazing combination, this one. Of course, I really like Sebring. Like, Sebring is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, like racing track, especially I remember myself playing this, driving around Sebring for the first ever time ever in my life, and my first ever time driving around Sebring was 2 years ago on rFactor 2, and not only was I impressed by the laser scan technology, which was my first ever laser scan track I ever drove at. I was impressed by the laser scan technology, by the bumps and everything, and it still gets me up to this day. Like, I feel like you can't really beat Sebring in any sense, even the Nordschleife. It's an amazing track, obviously, a better track than the Sebring one, but the elevation changes, the bumps, the change of the surface on Sebring and on rFactor 2 is just detailed so greatly that it just makes this whole circuit just a special one, in my opinion. The interior of the car, in my opinion, looks fairly decent, and it's far better than anything we've had so far in the game, and it's good to see like Studio 397 working a little bit harder on the interior of the cars. It's been something they need to work on, and something that they also need to work on is the engine sounds, in my opinion. They really need to work on the engine sounds, and as you can see there, I sometimes don't even understand when I need to shift up. As we go around the outside of this post, this could be a very dangerous move. Losing the back end ever so slightly. I'm actually on 4 traction control on this car. I could go a little bit lower, but I just don't really know what the best sort of value is. And this is actually my first ever time driving with a Fanatec wheel, so I'm still getting used to the load cell brake and you know, the whole rim. Like, the rims on Fanatec, the Fanatec rims are far bigger in diameter in comparison to the Logitech G29 ones, and of course at the start it felt very weird. It felt like, give me back my Logitech and all that, but ever so slightly, lap after lap, it's just amazing. And I've got to say, like, the whole upgrade I've just done, or from the Logitech G29 to the Fanatec whole like setup, and it's just worth it, man. Like, driving around on rFactor 2, I feel like, you know, I've made the right the upgrade that I've just made. It was worth it. I played a little bit of WC9, but I didn't really feel a huge difference from Logitech G29 to the Fanatec setup, apart from the brake. The brakes are just massive improvement, and the thing about the load cell pedal is that it gives you like the freedom to control the brake. You actually have like the freedom to know if you're gonna have a slight lift off or you're gonna step on the brakes very hard. You have a great feeling about what you want to do, and that's why it makes you faster. Consistency and the amount of pressure you apply to that pedal, it's the one that you pretty much have on the game, and it's just amazing, the whole feeling. Like, if you really want to upgrade something, upgrade your pedals. Like the load cell pedal is just absolutely insane. As we go around the outside of the old Corvette C7R, and we've made that move stick, and you know, time to overtake the old Corvettes. This Corvette actually drives very well. This is default setup for anyone wondering, and yeah, it just drives phenomenally. And I might dare to say that this might even feel better than the Ferrari 488 GTE. But of course, this car is really perfect for this track. You know, it's an American car around an American track. It was meant to do well, if I'm being honest. But all in all, it just drives phenomenally. And that wheel, actually, even though you can't really see it that well from one point of view, it looks fairly sick. So I would love to see another like GT3 rim from Fanatec. I know they're releasing literally not even a replica. They're releasing an original GT3 wheel with BMW, which is not a replica. It's an original wheel. And they've also got the McLaren GT3 replica. But I would love to see another GT3 replica from Fanatec. Or, in my opinion, they should have the WC replica wheel, which we really don't have anywhere in the ecosystem of racing wheels and all that. But anyway, so far so good. Car feels great in my opinion around this track. I'm still getting used to the whole Fanatec thing. Obviously, I'm gonna be a little bit rusty throughout this video, but hopefully I can get just a decent driving around here, and just let you enjoy some gameplay of this new beautiful car on rFactor 2. So we're getting closer now to the BMW. I'm actually driving with a grid of GTs, not LMP cars at all. Try to play it a little bit more safely, have a fine, you know, fair race and all that. The BMW, with its great top speed and acceleration, manages to stay around the outside and actually gonna squeeze me there to the outside, not allowing me any space to complete a similar move like the one I made on the Porsche. But we're very close now. The BMW, we could go for a dive, you know, up the inside probably into this corner, a little bit later on the brakes, and we might as well complete this move. You're still on my right hand side, and that's just about probably a complete move there. I actually only have one mirror, which is the rear view mirror, but I do this because like I don't want to have anything from the HUD on screen whenever I make these videos. I want it to be pure like gameplay and immersive, as immersive as it can be. So please tell me down in the comments below if you want me to like completely disable all the mirrors to let it be like, you know, very real, very realistic, or you actually want me to have to help me out and let me have all three mirrors on the HUD. But in my opinion, I feel like not having any mirrors would be perfect for a video, but for me personally and my like driving and having a fair nice battles with the AI as much as you can have them, I feel like mirrors are compulsory, and probably even if I had the other two mirrors it would have been a little bit better. But I feel like this rear view mirror is not really annoying. But you tell me down in the comments below what you want me to do, and I'll do it on the next video, which an rFactor 2 video is probably going to be very soon, because I just love this game, and like it's just a beautiful game. Just having fun around rFactor 2 is just pure golden, especially on a Christmas day. 100% think that they could do a whole lot of better job with the engine sounds. The issue is, like, I've mentioned it earlier, but you don't really understand when you literally on the limit of the revs, so you might miss a sift at times. Thank God we have the LED from Fanatec and I can just understand when to sift, but overall it's not really like incredibly nice. I feel like ACC is just miles better, both visually and in terms of the audio, but in terms of filling and track design, this is just pure enjoyment, and that's why I always come back to this game. Not saying that I'm not going to post an ACC video. So yeah, I'm probably going to be posting ACC and Automobilista 2 very soon, but this Ferrari moves very slowly there. No idea what he's thinking about there. We're probably going to go for a dive because I'm under attack from the Aston Martin as well, so might as well be quick with this one. Up the inside, completed it nice and easily. Don't know what the Ferrari was doing there. Mostly on 100% AI difficulty. I don't know if that's slow or something, but it's okay for the time being. Makes up for some good battles there, and the field has really opened up the gap, if we're being honest there. Don't really know if any of my pace is good or anything. I just have no idea whatsoever. But in general, the overall driving feeling is very good with this car, and I might dare to say that it feels better than the Ferrari 488 GTE. I didn't really try the Ferrari on a very nice track. I tried it on the free modded track, but you know, I love that track very. Oh god, the Ferrari on wide there. This could be our chance there. But I didn't really try the Ferrari on the. Actually, my bad. I actually tried the GT3 Ferrari on a modded track. I actually tried this Ferrari on the Le Mans track. So I tried it on a good track, well, not a very difficult track. So you know, I feel like this car still feels better than the Ferrari, and you could get a few more consistent lap times out of it. But GT is a whole different thing. You need consistency most of all because it's endurance. You don't really care about how much the speed. It's about tire wear, fuel management, and just being consistent overall. We're getting very close to this Ferrari. We might as well complete that move. Probably into the final corner there. We do have better top speed on the Ferrari 488. And into the final corner, up the inside. We get the inside line. He brakes later. Obviously, I brake way too early there. I'm on the inside line though. Could take a tighter line in this corner, making slight contact with the Ferrari there. But into the start-finish straight, we're going to be having a better exit, and we're going to be ahead of the Ferrari 488 GTE. But the next car up ahead, which is probably yet another Ferrari, that's still a long way up ahead, and we're probably not going to be able to catch up to it. I see, yeah, a new Corvette, an old Corvette, and a Ferrari there right ahead of us. As I lock up there, still getting used to the load cell pedal. It's actually very nice. It has a very nice natural feeling, that brake pedal, and it makes up for a lot of lost time there. And yeah, I'm just purely enjoying, having a nice time. Ferrari getting very, very close to me. We're still in a great fight with this Ferrari. As, we're turning on the headlights probably. It's getting later. It's going to be night time by the end of this race. So I decided to do not a 24-hour race in 24 minutes. I tried to do a 12-hour race in 24 minutes, something like that. Because the Sebring race is, if I'm not mistaken, a 12-hour race. That's why I tried to go with that kind of format. And So we're gonna end this race at night time. Not sure if it's a 12-hour race, but it's gonna be from daytime to night time. As you can see, 5 minutes remaining, and probably in this next 5 minutes, as I complete around wide there, it's gonna give the upper hand to the Ferrari. My driving hasn't been that good in this last couple of minutes, but surely down to not concentrating enough. But yeah, it's probably gonna be night time by the end of the race, and we're in a fight with this Ferrari, as I tend to run wide quite a lot there. This last couple of corners, I don't know if it's the tires or anything. I've probably overheated the tires a little bit too much. But I try to check. No, I don't have a button there to check out the ABS levels, but I feel like brakes are okay, but it's just me trying to overpush the car way too much there. This Ferrari is really making me anxious there. She's just very, very, very close. Look at that. Oh yeah, I've run wide there, and that's going to give the opportunity there for Ferrari. Yeah, there it is. He was very close to me. I cracked under pressure there. Okay, wrong button. Not the wipers. Let's turn on the headlights. That's the button. That's the right button. Okay. I'm still going to use the buttons there on the new rim I have. Completely different than the Logitech one. You have all the buttons literally on one side, and they're just very well organized. I need to get used to the whole new layout of the buttons now. But we're side by side now with the Ferrari. We've actually completed a move, so that's a move done on the Ferrari again. Regained our position there after that mistake. Oh, I broke way too early there. Oh god, we've just been dogged. Beautiful. Oh god, again. Okay, nice. Okay, I have to admit, I was just not expecting this, if I'm being honest with you. Oh god, and that's the one who's just completely lost the back end there. The start finish rate. That's going to give the opportunity to both the Corvettes now to probably complete a move on the Aston Martin. Yes, they did. Can I do it as well? Around the outside? No, oh god, I'm drifting there. I'm just drifting there. I'm going to lose another position. Too gritty there. Way too gritty. But yeah, all of a sudden, one contact there with the Ferrari has made me lose around 6 positions. Now Aston Martin runs wide. Take advantage of that. Up the inside. Complete a move. And now Aston Martin moves very slowly. We could actually make a move on both of these cars now. Got a better exit on the Aston Martin. Stick to the slipstream with the Corvette. And probably go for the dive up the inside now. We got the inside. And we're probably going to complete that move. He's still on the outside. He broke later than me, but I've got the inside line. And we're going to be completing that move nice and easily. But yeah, we just lost plenty of position there after that contact. I don't know who's at fault. Probably Ferrari just went straight into me, or I turned into him, you know. It's one of those two things. Nothing else could happen. But rather than that, I've just had loads of fun, and it's actually night time for the last couple of laps of this race. So probably 2 more laps to go. So let's just enjoy some night racing and forget about the contact. Yellow color is shining tonight. It really looks different, very bright and vibrant, and yeah, I just love this color, man. You know, we tend to grow up knowing a few things about cars, like the Corvettes are yellow, the Ford Focus ST is orange, the Ford Focus RS is blue. You know, we just tend to grow like knowing a few certain colors, like the Lamborghinis are yellow most of the times, the Ferrari is red, you know. This Corvette has always been like with the yellow color, and I absolutely love this this color on the Corvette. Thankfully, thank God they didn't change it, because a lot of like manufacturers changed the traditional colors for some weird reason. So I'm just glad to see that brand new car. It just looks sick, man. It just looks, it's better looking than the C7R, and we rarely say that nowadays. Like the new GTR, Nissan GTR, is just not better than the older one. And it's weird, because the more the years pass, the worse the cars are. It's a bit like, you know, old-headed mentality there, but it is true. It is true. I just don't really tend to like the new models, but with this one, it's just completely different. As time is up, 20 minutes have passed from this, and we're probably just going through the final lap now of this race. We're not going to lose any positions, but we're not going to be gaining any as well. We've lost our pace there after that contact, and we just lost plenty of positions as well. But I've honestly had loads of fun driving with this car around Sebring for 20 minutes. I'm probably going to do that again. Hopefully I can find a position in the GTE class in the future. I really love the GT3 and GTE cars. I just really like driving these cars, if I'm being honest. But for this season, I'm driving the LMP2. Not the new one, actually driving the Orica one. And yeah, final corner. And this is going to be it. Not going to set a phenomenal lap for this final sort of lap, and across the finish line very, very shortly to take the checkered flag and have a decent race in my opinion, you know, in general. And apart from that, we've had a very good, loads of fun. I tried to do a bit of different there, but it's probably not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work, but either way, loads of fun. And once again, what can I say about Studio 397? As much as the game has so many issues still with the new user interface, there's plenty of issues in the game. It's still like backs out, it still is very slow, the menu is so slaggy. But you know, if you just forget about all of these things, the compatibility issues, the setting up, and it still needs a lot of work on that aspect. And I think it's something that they really need to work on, because it's something that really doesn't attract any new players. Like for me, because I'm an old rFactor 2 user, I'm not going to stop playing the game, and I know how to cope with these issues. But for a new player who's just coming into rFactor 2, there's a lot of issues, and they really need to be resolved. But apart from that, every single time that they bring out the new content, it's just absolutely insane. And once again, absolutely love this car. This car and track combination are just absolutely insane. Go and try them out, and you're probably going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, back to this day. Merry Christmas yet again. Hopefully you're going to get everything you've wished for today. One thing for me, I just want you to spread love, positivity, and always be optimistic for the future, because I know we had a very tough 2020, but you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the night, there's always a brighter day. I think that was a quote from Tupac or something like that, but remember that, you know, it's never gonna get worse than that. And if it is, it's always at the end of the day going to be brighter. It will be better, trust me. And yeah, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server if you want to be in contact with me. Suggest me a few video ideas and all that. And yeah, when you subscribe, ring that bell. Merry Christmas yet again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.